focus with this question here. And I want you to just read through it. And yeah, and don't post answers yet. So new people, we do post our answers in the chat, but I'm going to ask that everyone just first do the question on their own, and when I call for answers, then you can post your answers in the chat. So just hold answers for now, and then in about 2 minutes time, I'll call for answers and we'll see what you got. Okay, so I'm going to be quiet now and let you work. Hi, Monica, welcome. No problem, Shiraz. Okay, let's see. So pop your answer in the chat for the first question. How many cards are there in a pack of cards? I think you all know this because we did go through this as well. How many cards are in a pack of cards? Yes, that's right. 52, no jokers. 52. And then how many black cards are there in a pack of playing cards? How many black ones? Yeah, there's 26 because half of the cards are black. The other half are red. It's 26. Okay, and then how many sevens are there in a pack of playing cards? There's 4, that's right. And then how many cards are black or 7? Black or 7? It's black or 7, eh? Guys, just a reminder to please keep yourselves on mute while we are busy with the lesson. Okay, we are getting different answers here. Some say 30, some say 4, some say 28. So black or 7, those include the ones, black or 7, all the ones that are black and all the ones that are 7. So we need to take the black cards plus the ones that are 7 plus those that are both, and that is going to give me 30. Okay, and then find the value of x. Did you guys solve for x already? What did you say it was? Pop your answer in the chat if you've got a value for X. When we find 52, there's 52 cards in a pack. Find our value for X. Guys, I don't think that X can be 22. Let's think about it again. X can't be 22, guys. It's way too much. Think about it. What we're looking for X, think about it logically. What we're looking for X are those cards that are black and 7. We know how many cards are black and 7. It's 2. So we need to now calculate. We can calculate it as well, and we'll get the same answer, that X is equal to 2. How many 7 cards are also black? Yeah, that's right. That's 2. Okay. So let's do that carefully. So the last question says you have to check your answer by substituting. So if we make X 2, are there 2 black cards that are 7? Yes, that checks out. Then if we go 26 minus 2, that gives me 24. So if they are, we're just using our logic. We're just using what we know about cards and the logic about it. Okay. So 26 minus 2 gives me 24. Are there 26 black cards altogether? Yes, we know that there are 26 black cards. We gave that answer over here. And then how many are 7? Only 7. So that's 4 minus 2. That's 2 7s. How many 7s in total? 4. That makes sense. We've got 4 7 cards in a pack. Okay. Right. That was just our warm-up round. So if you do have a question about that, just pop it in the chat or raise your hand. And we're going to go on to our next question. Let's do this one here. Okay, as always, we're going to give everyone a chance to read. Read first. And let's just move this up a bit. Okay. And put your reading face in the chat when you are done. Ms. Coco, Ms. Kat, are you assisting Chinamera with this question about the X?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Okay. Yes, no problem. No problem, Kong. You can also watch the previous lessons if you want to catch up. All the recordings are available on the website. Guys, we're going to do this again now, so don't worry. We are practicing it again. It is the same as what we did on Tuesday and Thursday last week. It's just adding all of the cards together, like Ms. Kat is saying. We got 2 because there are 2 black cards that are 7. And if you want to calculate it, you can make an equation and just add it all together as well. Okay, So I want you to now start drawing your Venn diagram for this question. A group of 200 people was asked to indicate which South African team they support the most. 82 support Bafana, 67 support the Springboks, 130, Proteas, and then 130 support the Springboks, 4 don't support any of the teams, etc. Okay, so we've all read it. Let's start our Venn diagram for this question. I'm going to give you about 3 minutes. It might take a little while to do this one. Where do we start? Who can remember? Where do we start with our Venn diagram? Pop it in the chat if you can remember. Where do we start? Besides from drawing our circles, what is the first number we look for and fill in? Who was paying attention? No. Yeah, we got the sample space. Outside number, the intersection. Well done, Amachli. See, Amachli dominates in the quizzes. So there you go. It's the intersection. That's what we start with. Boncle also knew. Well done. And Yenzi. Okay, so we're going to start there with the intersection, okay? And then work our way out like a flower. Right, so I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Try and do this one on your own. Remember, tonight is kind of like a check that you know exactly everything you need to know about probability, starting with these Venn diagrams. Okay, 3 minutes. Let's check back in when you're done. And if we, just one more tip, if we do not know what the intersection is, then we make that equal to x. Oh. Guys, you can also scroll, zoom in and out on your phone. If you are done with your Venn diagram, then please post a thumbs up in the chat. Okay, good stuff. Looks like quite a few of you are done. So we're going to have a look at what it should look like. Okay, so we've got 200 people, and a way to check that your calculations are correct is to check that all your numbers add up to 200 and not more than that. Okay, so we get Bafana, that's 82 people support them. So we first start with the intersection part, right? The part about those people who support all three teams, and that was 10. And then we got the 17 people who only support Bafana. And I'm just going to move this over so we don't have to keep scrolling. And then that was the first part. The first thing we had to do was that. And then only the Springboks. So that goes outside on its own. There's no even no calculation there, except that you had to calculate the number of people who support Proteas and the Springboks. That was 20. Only support Bafana and the Proteas, that's the 17. And the 9 support only Bafana and the Springboks. So that goes over there, that's Bafana and Springboks. And 4 don't support any of the teams, that goes outside. 130 support the Springboks, so that helps you get the 74 who only support. Now we already have that, so you just use that to calculate the Proteas and the Springboks supporters, and 67 the Proteas and 82 the Bafana. Okay, so who got their Venn diagram 100% correct? Put a thumbs up in the chat or tick. Let's use a tick to say that we got it right. If you got your Venn diagram correct, post it in the chat, guys. Tick. Shiraz says tick. Thank you. Some of it says Yenzi. Okay, even if you posted some of it, let me know how you did, guys. Corinne says a tick. Good. And there's 75 other people I'm waiting for to let me know how their Venn diagram went. Tick. Some of it. Only some of it. Okay. And then there was a question from Chinamiram about how do we get the 20? Well, the 20 people who support the Proteas and the Springboks, you can calculate that. Well, you basically end up with this number, and this number, and the whole Springbok circle must add up to 113. So you subtract from the 113, the 9, the 10, the 74, and the 20. Thanks, Ms. Kat. I only see that now. And then the Proteas as well. I think you had to do the Proteas after you do the 20 who support the Proteas and the Springboks. So the Proteas, you take again the total, the 67 people, and you subtract the 20, the 10, the 17, that gives you 20. Okay, come, let's clear up these questions, guys. So if you are wondering about something, let's clear it up. Let's get it out the way. So these Venn diagrams are no longer an issue. So some of you say some. So if there was a part you got wrong, pop it in the chat. Let's fix it. I can't find emojis. Oh man, Shiraz, it's there in the chat little window where you type your message. There's a little face there. That's, maybe I should take a script. Let me do this. Let me go like this. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. Let's see if it works. Yeah, you see there where that little face is. That's where your emojis are. Okay. I'm going to actually delete that because I'm getting so confused now between the real and the screenshot. Okay, now that we've got a correct Venn diagram, let's get the questions. So how many people only support the Proteas and the Springboks? So only Proteas and Springbok, and it's just asking for how many, okay? So not for probability. So Proteas and Springboks, we calculated that, that's 20. Let's see, 20, nice, yes. So Klo for Springboks and Proteas, Ms. Kat did put in a calculation there, the 113 minus 9 minus 10 minus 74. So I'll write it down here as well. We're going to take the total number of people who support the Springboks, so the 113 minus the 74 who only support the Springboks, minus 9 minus 10. And that gives me 20.
And minus the other 20.
Is there another 20?
Mm-hmm. Springboks and Proteas.
Yeah. So Springboks and Proteas is this year.
Oh, that's what we're finding out. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. So that's the 20. Then how many people only support Bafana? So for that, you also go 82 people support Bafana in total. And from that, we're going to subtract 82 minus 9 minus 10 minus 17. So that's Bafana only. Okay, when we're looking at only, it is this bit here. So we can't count any of this overlap because then we're double counting. Okay, and then what is the probability of a person supporting the Springboks? Put that in the chat if you know. What is the probability of supporting the Springboks? How many people support the Springboks in total? There we go, 113 out of 200. Yep, nice. $113 out of 200. And what is the probability of not supporting Bafana? Probability of not supporting Bafana, I'm just going to take that away. Probability of not supporting Bafana. Actually, that didn't work so well. Let me bring that back and just scroll down. Not supporting Bafana. So that's if you are supporting everyone else, but you're not supporting Bafana. So you're basically looking at nothing in the circle that touches the Bafana circle. So it's 20 and 20 and 74. And the people who are not supporting any of the teams, which is the 4. So 20 plus 20 plus 74 plus 4. I'm going to write that over here. 20 plus 20 plus 74 plus 4 over the total sample, which is 200. Guys, we got to start seeing simplified fractions now. I still see people posting answers that are not in simplified fraction form. You got to simplify your fractions. And don't say I didn't tell you so when your test comes and you don't get all your marks. I'm getting a weird answer. Divided by 200. 59 over 100. That's right. Okay. Right. I think we've got time for one more question. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, so now you don't have to draw It's all here for you. So I'm going to leave you for about 3 minutes. In your answers, make sure you are giving simplified fractions for probabilities. And yeah, so I'm going to leave you till about 18:35. So don't post your answers yet. We'll post it at the end. Okay, let's see some answers. So what is the chance of a person not picking any of these events? And before you put it down, make sure you are giving a probability answer that is in simplified fraction form. What is the chance of a person not picking any of these events? So those who are not picking anything, that's the 6/100, which we then simplify to 3/50. Okay, right. I want to see a lot more answers in the chat, guys. There's about 75 of you, and let's put answers down. The question says chance. So we are giving a probability, not just a 6. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, even if your answer is already in the chat, participate, get involved, put your answer down. Okay, what is the probability of a person picking event A? Put that in the chat. Okay, good stuff. So we are looking at event A. That's everything in event A. That's 37. So 37/100, or 37 out of 100. What is the probability of a person picking all 3 events? Let's get those answers in the chat. All 3 events. I think we need to think about this one again, guys. It's not what you guys are saying with the what 94 out of 100. This person picks all 3 events. And remember those simplified fractions. when we are looking for all three events, we are looking at this part here where all three events intersect, and that is 6 out of 100, which we simplify to 3 out of 50. Okay, so it's not event B plus event A plus event C. No, you guys are looking in the wrong place. It is where the intersection is happening. 3 out of 50. Okay, let's try again. What is the chance of a person only picking event C? Only C. Only C. Let's put some more answers in. Only C. Good stuff. I see quite a few good answers. Those of you who are not getting it correct, where are we looking for only C? This part here. Only C means you're not touching B, you're not touching A, you are only doing event C. And that is 29 out of 100. Well done to those who got it right. Come, let's try again. Read the questions carefully. What is the probability of a person picking event event B and C? So B and C. B and C. Okay, good stuff. That looks better. Now we are looking here. B and C is over here, where the 4 is, where the B and the C overlap. So that is 4 over 100, which we simplify to 1 over 25. Okay. And then what is the probability of a person picking event A and C? So try this one again. If you didn't get the previous one right, A and C, that is where the A and the C overlap. A and C, I agree, that is 9 over 100. And then what is the probability of a person only picking event B? So only B. Pop your answer in the chat. Okay, so for that, we are looking in this part here. That is only B, only picking B. So that is going to be 24 over 100. And that is 6 over 25. Okay, last one. What is the chance of a person picking event A and B? Event A and B. A and B is this overlap here. And that is 7. 7 over 100. Okay, good stuff. Right, okay, well, I think we're going to end it there, Ms. Cook. I don't think we've got time for another question. Yeah, so well done, guys. You made it through. You conquered these Venn diagrams and everything else that went with it. So, yeah, on Tuesday, we're going to start the financial maths. And, yeah, I will see you then. Okay, on Tuesday. Wait, there's a question. Ma'am, for 2.3.2, why did we say 37 out of 100 and not 15 out of 100? Let me just find my Venn diagram again. 2.3.2, event A, because that is A, not just only A, only A is 15 out of 100, but A, anything to do with A, is the whole grouping of people who chose A. So that is 37. Yes